Yo, what's up guys? You're back with your man TechNick, your go-to guy for videos on the latest tech. And now today we are speaking about the latest tech. I have the Xiaomi Mi 9 here with me, undergoing two AnTuTu benchmark test runs just to see if there's any inconsistency between the results. We have a Snapdragon 855 processing chip in here with 8 gigs of RAM and a resolution of 1080p. So without further ado, let's go. So before starting it up, I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys that everything is closed in the background. All I have on is the Wi-Fi, and there's no process max out anything over here. There's no high performance mode within the Xiaomi Mi 9. I did go over this and verify it. As you can see, I have a benchmark run of 350,000 before this, but unfortunately I did have some stuff running in the background, so I am expecting better results now, which I actually did get since I have done this test a few times by myself. Now I did put my Galaxy S8 next to it just to run a timer to see if there is any inconsistencies between the time runs of the two tests that I'll be showing you guys today. It is also a nice reference point when reviewing other future devices to see how fast they can clock this test in. So now we're hitting on 90% with around 6 minutes there. I mean, it's pretty average. This test really does take around 8 minutes or so, but we do get it on the 7-minute mark here. And you can see the test results are a lot better as I expected and as I explained earlier, with 371,000, which is ridiculously crazy. If you look at other Snapdragon 855 chips here, we have the Lenovo Z5 Pro GT, which is about 20,000 points behind it. And then looking at older devices, not so old, but with the Kirin 980 chip found on the Huawei Mate 20, we're looking at about 70,000 difference, which is crazy. And Xiaomi's previous unit, which is the Mi 8, we're looking at about a 40% increase on that one. So that is really impressive, guys. I'm really impressed with this, and I did expect that, considering that this phone is ridiculously quick and without any performance mode enabled or any available. Actually, I'm really impressed with this test. As I did mention with previous phones that I had going, the Snapdragon 98, the Kirin 980 chipset on the Huawei phones, I did a test run on the Magic 2. It actually did poorly in the AnTuTu test without performance mode on. So with no performance mode on with the Kirin 980 chipsets, we're looking at scores of 270,000, and with it on about 300,000. Now we're sitting at 40% increase compared to the Kirin 980, which hit only 270,000 without performance mode on, and this doesn't have performance mode on either. So now we're going to go ahead and run the test too, but before we do that, let's take a look at the temps. Now the temps aren't the best, they're not the hottest. We're going to have a look at them after this as well, but 37 degrees on the CPU is actually kind of high if you look at other phones in the series, such as the Magic 2 that I did and the Huawei Mate 20X that I also did. They have some cooling pipes in them as well, so that was running at about 30 degrees. So this is about 7 degrees hotter, and I can actually feel it on the phone as well, which does kind of suck a bit, but nevertheless, slap a cover on and you shouldn't really notice any heating problems over there, though it may get a little bit hotter due to the silicon casing. So on the second test run, we have over here hitting 70% in like 4.5 minutes. Everything is going nice and smooth, and the phone isn't doing anything funny as you would expect, since Xiaomi is quite a leader when it comes to performance. They have been since the Mi 5 pretty much. As soon as I heard about that, I couldn't believe it. And there we go. No difference in score really. Another 371,000 point score here. As you could see in the previous results that I had, also 7 minutes and 12 seconds, pretty much the same. And the heat is pretty much the same as, well, a little bit more definitely on the battery, and definitely more now with the second run on the CPU test, measuring at 40 degrees. That is pretty steamy, guys, but this isn't too different to what we had. You can see I'm just under my first run over there, so I'm actually pretty impressed with this, guys. The consistency is great. I'm really happy with what Xiaomi have done here with regards to their performance. It is certainly the highest AnTuTu benchmark score I've seen to date, and for that, thumbs up, Xiaomi, good job. But there are other phones coming out this year with Snapdragon 855 chipsets in them, such as the Samsung Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus, which I will be having up on my channel within the next week or so. So stay tuned for any comparisons between the Xiaomi Mi 9 and the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. I'll also have a review up for you guys in no time on the Mi 9, and until next time, guys, this is TechNick.